Hello, my name is Cor Murnich, and this is my Genius Hour project. When deciding what to do for my Genius Hour project, I had no clue what to do. There were so many ideas in my head, and when she told us we could learn about anything we wanted, I really didn't know what to pick because there's so many things that I was interested about, but nothing I was this passionate about than theater. So I was like, I do theater here and I know how musicals work with acting and dancing and music, but I wanted to learn about how the impact this theater has on myself, Robert, and just the community here as a whole.
So I'm Robert Kalina. I'm the executive producer of Creative Theater, and we are about to start our third year, and it was about a year in the making before we actually got to our first show. The original vision for starting the theater, the reason for starting the theater was there were several friends of mine who had talked about wanting to do different things, their dreams. One dreamed of having a dance studio. One dreamed of doing a summer theater camp. One dreamed of being able to work on costumes. And I was at a point in my life where I said, what's next? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? And so I thought about all my friends who wanted to do different things, and I said, why don't we stop talking about it and just do it? So I did all the non-fun business stuff of getting the business licenses and the insurance and the banking set up, and we all pulled our resources together and did our first show, and we ended up with 750 people. So at that point we said, we're on to something. This is something that people actually want. So we said, not only are there people that want to be in the show, but there's people that want to come see and support the show, and sponsors were chipping in. So we said, let's just do this full force. And we hit the pedal to the metal and haven't looked back.
Robert's vision clearly turned into reality. This theater has helped me in so many ways, and it's crazy to think that my life revolves around acting, dancing, musicals, everything of the sorts. But when I was little, I didn't even know what it was. When I was little, I used to play sports: softball, soccer, and basketball. I know it's crazy, but my life revolved around sports. That fire that was lit went out very quick for me. That's when I auditioned for White Christmas at my high school, and it was so fun to do with my best friend at the time, and I just loved doing theater. Once we moved here, I joined lacrosse, and that was fun. I met some new people, but it wasn't really what I loved. I wasn't great at it, and so I didn't want to keep pursuing something that I wasn't so strong about. And 7th grade in general was really hard for me because I didn't have a lot of friends, and it was just really lonely. I was almost homeschooled that year. I'd come home crying all the time. I just felt so alone. That's when I found Creative Theater, and since then, they've done many shows. I've been in Winnie the Pooh as a deer, Addams Family as an ancestor, The Showcase, Cinderella Jr. as a dancer, Annie, and Elf Jr. Now, I've never had a show impact me so much as Addams Family did. That show was just so special to me because the family there, the people, the love that was there. It was just so special.
Well, I wanted to start the community theater for the theater aspect. I love doing shows. I love creating shows. I love seeing stories come to life. I love it when Peter Pan defeats Captain Hook. Those are the things that excites me. I don't think I ever really grew up. The more friendships and connections I made with the volunteers, I realized that the shows are just kind of secondary. The shows are what we say we're coming here for, but we really come here for the word community. It's community theater. I thought we were doing theater, but the community, the fellowship, the friendship, the support, that is what has kept me energized and kept me going.
I can remember walking out opening night and I was just on the stage and we did the first opening song and the crowd went crazy. They loved it. And in that moment, I knew, standing there with all the applause, I knew that it was all worth it. The sports and not really knowing where I belong, the feeling so alone and not having friends, to this moment in time, everything led me here so I could learn that I have a passion for theater and I wanted to pursue it. And that night, that fire was lit for me, and ever since then, I've never been the same person.
Great place for people who maybe they're a little lonely, maybe they're a little lost, maybe they just need someone to come alongside and be their friend or a friend to someone else. And I've seen a lot of friendships and relationships develop. There's been a little bit of romance that's happened here. So
that Saturday night of one of the performances, we sat in a circle on the stage and we just talked about one by one how the theater impacted our lives. And me being the emotional person I am, I said, I'm not one to have many friends. And then I start crying. I was sobbing, all emotional, you know. And through the sobs I said, but it's so great to have family. So much that goes into shows that people don't really realize. A lot of people think it's some kiddie thing that kids just do for fun. But I see this experience in this theater and this impact as a career. I want to pursue my dreams, make it to Broadway, maybe even be in TV shows or movies.
And if you look back 5 years from now, they won't remember the lines in the script, they won't remember the dance moves, but they will remember hanging out backstage, goofing off in the dressing rooms more than anything. Is hopefully that the last 2 hours say everyone is odd, everyone sticks out, everyone has a place where they don't fit in, and it's okay to be vulnerable and say, I'm a little damaged. If someone can leave after 2 hours saying, that's not just me, that's someone else as well, and hold their head a little higher or get a little more confidence, then I'd say impactful is the word. I'd say whether it's through theater or whether it's karate or painting or singing or a sport, everybody has something that makes them special. Everyone has a talent. We've not all found our talents yet, but put yourself out there, be brave. Just find a little baby step, a little way to get your foot in the door, be bold, say hello, make some friends. And if you fail at something, that's fine. Maybe that wasn't the right thing. Try something else. But there's no reason to be alone. There's no reason to feel that you don't have a special gift to share with everyone. Just keep trying to find what your hobby, what your talent is, because when that makes you alive, you can then share that with others, that then brings them alive. And that's the purpose of life, is to encourage others.
Through the other shows, I've not only grown as an actor, a dancer, a singer, but I've most importantly have grown as a person. All these shows, all these people have made me who I am today. They have brought out the best in me. They pushed me, they challenged me, and I'm just so happy and grateful for all of them.
I'd say the one word that I would use to describe everything that this theater has accomplished, or challenges that we've faced, or stories that we've told, I'd say the one word would probably be impactful.
Kind of like freedom.
All right.
Fun.
Fun?
I love cheese.
Cheese?
Cheese.
Okay. How would you describe the theater in one word?
Life.
Life?
Life, because this is also a family, but it has also become a lifestyle for me. So.
All right, thank you. If not,
My escape.
escape. To some people, this is a place to perform. To some people, this theater is the yellow theater up on the hill, or the theater that Cora does shows at, or, you know, the theater that we saw Annie at. But this theater, to me, is a place that I can call home.
Oh, okay.
Huh? And then two. I think I got it. Okay. Oh. Alright. I think I've said everything, hopefully. Alright guys, it's trivia time. How many hours did it take for the volunteers to put on the show Annie? A, B, C, or D? Let me hear those answers. The correct answer is C, 26,000 hours. The second question is, in a 4-show weekend, how many toilets overflowed? A, B, C, or D? I can't hear you. The correct answer is D, 5 toilets. Thank you for joining us on Trivia Time.